Welcome to MindState. This is John.
This
Chad.
Hi,
John. Hi, Chad.
Mike.
What's up?
Dre.
Mike.
And today we have a special guest, G Reason. What up, though?
Am I announcing myself or
Go for it.
y'all supposed to announce the guest?
I did.
He did.
You said today we have a special guest.
G Reason.
There we go. What's going on, everybody?
All right. So we got a couple things we've got set up for talking points, but we don't really have a whole lot today. So I wanted to start off with G. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I heard you got some stuff going on down there.
Man, okay. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. I don't know what Dre has told you guys, but if it's all bad, then he's lying. My wife and I, we do music, particularly hip hop. We do music to help the community, and I grew up in Chester, PA, which is a pretty bad place. And then we moved to Lancaster, where we lived most of our lives. And over time, that has become kind of an unsafe place as well. So we make music to try to just give people hope and stay out of drugs and stay off the streets and not to gangbang, things like that. So we kind of really been focused on that more so lately. Other than that, I'm a big UFC fan. You guys like UFC?
Yep.
You know I do.
He does.
I wasn't convinced by that response. I like what you guys are doing, and yeah. So if you want to know anything else more specific, just ask away.
Got any specific?
Or not.
What kind of games you like?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm more of I suck at shooting games. I suck at racing games. I suck at RPG games. I suck at games you have to think. So I like fighting games, pretty much. And out of that list, that's a short one. I like Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, pretty much. Yeah.
Just smash.
You don't want me to be a partner on a shooting game.
Oh man. I don't know. You don't want me to be a partner on a shooting game.
No, you don't want
lately.
this dude to be a partner in a shooting game.
Like, I was streaming earlier for, what was I playing? I was playing Destiny at one point, and I was playing Black Ops 3 at another, and both of them, man, I was garbage for the day.
Well, I wasn't referring to that. I was referring to whenever we play Call of Duty, this motherfucker will strap a bomb to your back and let you walk in where all the bad guys are.
That sounds like something I would do. I'd be lost and probably running the same wall over and over again.
But see, his thing is intentional. He's like, oh, John's going in there.
Oh.
Sit down.
Here, bro, take this.
Take this with you, John.
Maybe he works for ISIS. I don't know.
That's why them Canadians are looking for you.
No.
Why?
See, if he worked
Why isn't that a video game?
Working for ISIS?
If he worked for ISIS, it would be more like Chad would strap a bomb to my back and he'd take credit for it.
That's just because he knows I do it right.
They need to market that ISIS the video game. Man.
Terrorist killing simulator? Where they just sit there and you just execute them?
Yeah, you should put the horror guys in there. Get like Freddy and Jason and just go down and hunt ISIS people. That'd be hot, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm a survival horror game fan.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of game, Mike? Since we actually never asked this question before.
I tend to stick more to, like, action-based hack and slash. God of War, Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I played God of War before. I liked it. I like the story a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good genre too, because it goes hand in hand with survival horror too. I mean, like usually if you like one, you're gonna like the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
What's
that's
the
not a
name? Chronos, right?
Kratos.
Yeah, Kratos.
We popped up in one of the Mortal Kombat games, so that was a bonus.
Yeah, that was the last Mortal Kombat before Mortal Kombat X.
Yep.
It had Kratos.
We know what Dre likes in video games. Battleground.
Yeah.
There is no genre he likes. Just fucking
It's just-
He,
Battleground.
he doesn't like a specific because he'll go from sports. He mainly likes sports.
Yeah.
But he'll go from that to anything Star Wars. Or he likes a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of everything too, but my basic.
Yeah.
Gotta have the
Hard.
Silent Hills in my life.
Right.
My default anymore is if I'm not playing a survival game on PC, I'm playing a shooter on PS4. So I mean,
My go-to lately has been Destiny for real.
yeah.
Like I'm
Catching
bored
up
as
to me,
shit. What am I gonna do? I end up putting in Destiny. Go
Don't
do
worry.
old ass missions that I've never done before.
Give
And
it.
then these two join me, and then they run clean to the end of the fucking mission. And I'm trying to wade through like I would if I just started shooting everything and killing everything. And then they're like, "Oh, hey, we finished the mission for you."
And
It's
get
like,
a countdown timer. Setting at the start, still shooting shit, and there's a countdown timer because it's done.
Yeah, yeah. That's what happened last time we all played together.
John was like, "What the fuck? I'm not even halfway through the level
Right.
yet." And the boss.
I'm
is
still at the
dead.
beginning shooting shit. They just ran past it, went right to the fucking end.
That sounds like me. I still be at the beginning, loading my gun or something.
Oh, that was a good
Yeah.
time though.
Yeah, they're like, by the way, John, mission's over. Then I see the countdown come up. Like, you fuckers.
Oh, it's so easy though.
It is so easy, but I was trying to play it like
Like
You
you're
know,
supposed to play.
like you're supposed to play it. Like I hadn't before because
See,
with this one, because I deleted my old shit. Like I had done that all on the original Destiny before Taken King came out.
right.
And then I deleted that character and I started a new one and I used that thing that got you to automatic level 20. And I didn't play any of the other shit. That's why I was back there fucking around with that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So
By the way,
what's up?
the only game system I had was a PS3, and that just broke recently. The power cord got snapped by one of the kids, dropped it. So, moment of silence for that.
Well, if you ever get hooked back up with one, PS3 or what have you, if you ever get a PS3 again, look me up. I still got my PS3. I still rock it often.
Okay. Eventually, I want to get PS4
Right?
at some point.
Then you can catch all of us because we're all on that shit.
Then I'll carry you like I carry the rest of them.
But by the time I get a PS4, a PS5 would be out.
Whatever.
Fair enough.
The basic PS4 should drop as soon as Neo or whatever the
Project.
fuck.
Project
As soon as Project-
4.5.
Yeah, as soon as that comes out, the basic normal PS4 should drop down at least $50 to $100.
Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably when I'll scoop it up.
Yeah, I think they're gonna drop it drastically. I mean, you're still gonna get that big update, so you can still use the VR,
Yeah.
but it's just not gonna be as.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're all gonna be last gen here in October.
Yeah, I think it's October. So I was looking into this game. I mentioned it a couple episodes ago. Dead by Daylight, where it's like you got 4 survivors and a serial killer.
I just watched the trailer for that.
The serial killer's trying to obviously kill them, and the survivors are trying to start 4 generators and get out. Like that's how it works.
Isn't one person the villain?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one person's a villain, and then 4 people are trying to start the generators.
Right.
And I guess there's 3 different classes for the serial killer. One of them runs around with a chainsaw. One of them runs around with what was it, throwing knives or something like
There was
that?
an
I
axe.
didn't pay attention.
There was the axe, wasn't there?
No, I think it was just a chainsaw guy. One of the guys has like a big machete. One of them has a chainsaw, and one of them's like he's real stealthy and shit. And I think he just uses his bare hands. But no, I was looking at some of the stuff, and it looks pretty cool.
It does.
It looks like something that I'm gonna have to pick up. And
What's it called?
Dead by Daylight.
Okay, Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna look that up.
horror survival. It seems pretty cool. Like I'm looking into getting it.
Yeah, and it's like a multiplayer. It's like you have 4 people trying to survive, and then one dude running around.
Yeah, you
Like one's the killer, running around trying to kill the rest of them, while the other are trying to survive.
I guess it holds true.
That sounds exactly like Friday the 13th, though.
Yeah, but I guess it holds true to like the horror movie cliche where the bad guy walks faster than you can fucking run.
Yeah.
You know, and just like a lot of that seems really cool to me. Like they're making it based on all the old horror movies, so that might actually be an interesting play. So I'm digging into looking at that. So
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a genre like that for games.
yeah, it's becoming more emergent now. Like now
It's more for if you're a survival horror fan, like PC is the gaming system for you, because I mean, they dump it on there like nobody's business. They have more survival horror games than anything else. Yeah. But
bad games, good games, worse games.
But I mean, they've been coming along. I think PS2 was the biggest survival horror system. I mean, because it had like The Suffering, it had Blood Rain, it had Blood Omen, it had Silent Hill, Resident Evil, just had I had this game called Kuon. It's an old Japanese game. It's worth a lot of fucking money because you can't find it anywhere. And Siren, it's like they just had so much, and it's dwindled down. So my genre's picking back up now, but we did go through a fuck of a dry spell. Like
and now you got 2 serial killer games and
2 serial killer games coming, 2 zombie games coming.
So what does better, the serial killer games or the zombie games?
Zombie games, because of the Walking Dead fucking craze.
Oh, gotcha.
But we did get Until Dawn, and they're coming out with a second one for VR.
Yeah.
So,
I'll probably be set.
it's a ride. It's a ride. Like, you get in this roller coaster and you ride, and then it like ties in with everything. Like, you're in there and you got to deal with all the craziness from Until Dawn.
Yeah.
So it's a roller coaster. Well, it's not really a roller coaster. It's like a coal barrel.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. So do you still like have to make the decisions and stuff?
Yeah, yeah. They still have the butterfly effect, and because that's what they're known for.
Right.
So I mean, they're not gonna give that up. It'll still have that in it, and dealing with the killers and killer.
Do you have any current events we can harass?
Current events. I did have one.
Yeah, you know, like the gorilla and then the crocodile.
And I seen this fucked up video the other day. I seen these PETA motherfuckers or whatever, some animal activist taking a homeless man's dog. Just straight taking it from him. And he was squealing like a freaking pig, and the dog was freaking.
Oh, I thought the dog was squealing like a pig.
No, the dude was. I mean, he was so worked up and upset. It's like, you're taking this fucking dude's dog. Like, that's all he had.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, he can't provide for the dog. He can't feed the dog. Motherfucker, he can't feed himself neither. You ain't helping him out.
Right. Why are
You know, taking
choosing
the
the
fucking
animal
dog.
over the man?
That's the problem with the world today, is all these fucking animal lovers. It's like,
Wait, so they took a homeless man's dog.
they took a homeless man's dog, just straight took it from him. And
Wow.
they were rude as shit for pushing him down, saying a bunch of shit, and just ripped it right out of his hand.
Instead of helping him out, they decided to help the animal.
Right. How about feed the dude, too?
I want to know.
They didn't give a fuck that he was homeless. It was the dog.
That dog, it could have been a fucking stray, and he found it, and he's been taking care of it for the last 3
Well,
fucking years,
here's
and
the
it's only
thing.
alive because of him.
Here's the thing. He was taking care of it. He was even taking it to the vet with the little bit of money he had.
Fucking that he's
He had all the
panhandling and shit.
papers. He had all the papers, all the vaccinations up to date, and they took this motherfucker
That's
without
fucked.
like any kind of permission to do it.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
Just straight stole. I was pissed. I got fucking mad, dude. It was like, you motherfuckers. If I was standing there, I would have killed them both. You fucking.
that's wild.
But yeah, that's my current event that I'm.
You would have Ace Ventura him, just punched him in the face and wore him like a coat, turn him around your neck.
You need to make a survivor game now of homeless people
Yeah.
surviving the PETA people.
Homeless versus PETA.
Survive the fetus. Whatever. I didn't even say it right. Survive PETA.
Yeah. That's messed up.
Like Hunger Games PETA?
All right. So I know at least 4 people in this room have something they want to talk about, and I'm gonna go ahead and let them, even though I haven't seen it yet. Go ahead, light up the Game of
Game of
Thrones.
Thrones. Game of Thrones was the shit.
What was that fucking that picture Mike just showed me? It's Cersei. And
Yeah,
it said,
it was Cersei Lannister, and it says, "I'm here to love my children and blow shit up, and I'm all out of children."
That's awesome. I posted a picture of Arya with a t-shirt on. It said start 2016.
Oh yeah.
Make Winterfell great
Yup.
again.
What you know about Game of Thrones, G?
I've actually never watched Game of Thrones. Like my TV time is like an hour and a half after work, and I usually fall asleep.
You get a chance.
So-
It's an awesome show.
Well, on that note, I'm
Yeah,
we're gonna
I've
have to end
never-
today's interview.
it's not
I have no idea. What's the main theme? Like, what would be the central theme of Game of Thrones?
Oh shit! We got dragons. We got White Walkers. We got a
Titties.
whole lot of
It's
titties. I guess
it's medieval and politics. Pretty much.
it's all basically everybody playing the Game of Thrones. Everybody trying to sit on the Iron Throne, or there's a King of the North that wants to be independent and have the North separated from the rest of it. And it's just a whole lot of drama.
If it was called Dragons and stuff, I would probably watched it.
Oh, there's 3 awesome ass dragons. There's a shit ton of zombies called White Walkers.
The fighting is banging.
The fighting is banging. The story is awesome. The characters are lovable and hateable.
And nobody knows how to fucking zigzag to avoid one arrow getting shot into your fucking back.
Right.
Serpentine.
all I ever saw was like a guy sitting on a throne with like a chinchilla robe that I'm sure PETA doesn't approve of.
Probably not.
Well, PETA wouldn't approve of a lot.
If they would have put a dragon in the background or something, they would have gave me a little bit more information. Like,
They decapitate at least one wolf per season.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be a movie at some point?
What's that?
Game of Thrones?
Every episode's a fucking movie.
It's its own thing. I mean, it's basically like a movie. I
It's an hour
mean, each
long.
season.
We've got what 60 episodes now, and they're
It's each season is 10 episodes long, about 50 minutes apiece,
Wow. It's a lot of work.
and it's we're on season 6. We just finished up season 6, And I so called that shit. I even think I called that shit
To a T, like 2 years
to
ago.
a T. I said that
Are you
Jon
talking about the
Snow.
face reveal? Yeah. Yeah.
I said that Jon Snow,
0%.
his parents was.
Is he like one of the main characters?
Yeah, he's a bastard and he doesn't know who his mom is. Well, it turns out he doesn't know who his dad is either. His dad is Rhaegon Targaryen, and then Rhaegar, whatever, something begins with an R.
Yep.
And then his mom is Ned Stark's sister.
Leanna.
Ooh, I gotta do my homework on Game of Thrones. The last time I was watching the series, I think it was Daredevil,
There you go.
and I don't know what happened.
I dig on Daredevil. I mean, first season got a little slow. Second season got a little slow, but they really amped it up the second season. I mean, they really kicked some ass having the Punisher in there.
I heard about that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I didn't care about Elektra.
But did he fuck Daredevil's wife and get her pregnant? Hashtag Walking Dead the Shane.
Now I actually liked Shane as the Punisher in Daredevil. I didn't like him in Walking Dead, but he was fucking awesome in Daredevil.
There was a picture on Facebook that was there's a zombie apocalypse. Who would you pick for your team out of 3 people? It was like the Hulk, and then it had Punisher, but it had the picture of Shane, and it had Rick Grimes. And I was like, if only there was a woman on here, I'd just pick Rick Grimes and Shane and the woman and see which one got her pregnant first.
That sounds like Love and Hip Hop.
But anybody else got anything about Game of Thrones? The season finale was fucking fantastic.
A lot of it I called. The only thing that really shocked me was the Arya reveal.
Yeah.
Arya stabbing
That
the shit out of
was-
Walter Craig.
Yeah, that was like the biggest reveal that I wasn't expecting.
I called it as soon as she said they're right here and they were nowhere in the thing. I was like, I know they're in the fucking pie. And then I was like, and I know that's Arya now. But it is so fucking awesome that she is already she's there. Instead of across seas, she's where she needs to be. And everybody else is either on their way or there. So shit is going to go down next season.
We'll just let John claim this whole topic because he predicted everything to a T. Like 2 years
seasons ago. 2 seasons ago, I knew that.
We've
This
had
was
this
how it was gonna
conversation
go
about
down.
how things are going to go.
And I even put it on. What episode was it? I think I even said something during
Might have
the
been the first
episode.
episode.
Yeah, might have been. Because me and you were like half talking about it during the episode, and I was like, listen, this is how it's going to happen.
Yep.
So check the old episodes. I definitely called it.
You need to write the producers and say, hey, I'm going to spoil the seasons if you don't pay. Because I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, you know about the people who make the show, the reason that George R. R. Martin allowed them to do it is because they had to guess who John's parents were before they were allowed to do the show, and if they got it right, he allowed them to do it.
That's cool.
So that's something that's been known for a long time by the book readers and stuff. Just was never confirmed until that moment.
I just read the first book not that long ago, but I mean, a lot of it was spot on. So I stopped. I was like, I know most of what's going to happen. I mean, there's a lot of side story there that you don't get from the show, but all the important shit really is in the show. I mean, and books, but it's right there for you to see.
All right. Well, as a kind of swerve off back into gaming, the guy who plays Jon Snow is actually going to be the villain in Infinite Warfare.
Thank you, Kit Snow.
If you've ever watched
So,
The
I-
Coldplay
I-
music.
Play
I thought that was pretty neat.
That is
Right
pretty
News
neat. That's pretty neat.
We're gonna have to show them the Coldplay Game of Thrones musical after this.
They're just pulling all the stops to try to get y'all to play that game. I tell you.
They're trying. They're trying real fucking hard.
Well, for me, they didn't have to pull nothing because I still love their campaign. So, I mean, I'm a trophy hunter. The trophies are in the campaign. I play the campaign.
Yeah, I mean, I can see
I
that.
put up a Game of Thrones pic on Google. Was it Tyrion?
Tyrion?
Tyrion.
Yeah, they said he. Can you see that? Where's my?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah.
That's an Ewok.
That's
That's
exactly where we see this.
He's going to be in season 7. It says. I might have to tune into the show now.
Oh, that was pretty entertaining.
Everybody's like, yeah, and it was like, that's a fucking Ewok.
Well, I was just saying that he had his phone in the right place. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, you got like a little bit of a blur going on with your camera, buddy.
Yeah, I see it too at like the bottom. I don't know if that's. Let me see. How big of a distraction is it?
It's not too bad. It's just
No, you're
Fuck
good.
it.
Does it look like there's another guy sitting here with an afro?
yeah, kind of.
No, you're good.
All right, I'll try to.
You're good, buddy. You're good.
All right, yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah, this is MSD. Ain't nothing expensive going on here.
Yeah. You've already heard us say how many times that our budget's 54 cents.
With what is it? Britain pulling out of UK. You guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Does that affect your budget at all? That's what I was wondering.
No, actually, it probably helps the budget because the pound's gonna hit the shitter. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta look at exchange rates and currency value right now.
So maybe at 53 cents.
The British pound's gonna hit the shitter, so in reality, our 54 cents is like 72. So I mean,
That's
Now it just sounds like we're reaching.
Don't invest in pounds right now. That's all we're saying. Go for the euro.
that shit's like $3 on the dollar.
So then after the US dollar goes down, you switch it back, and then you switch it back again, and switch it back. That's currency exchange.
Yeah, but see, all that proves is that we're fucked.
We don't use any of those forms of currency, so fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, hopefully you guys can get some sponsorship by some gaming company or something.
Good mention actually.
Not a sponsor.
I did want to
Label
mention
out.
this episode that as of last episode, we are officially powered by Razer. So thumbs up there.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, they're not giving us any damn money. But they're giving me a discount on some stuff, so fuck it.
Okay. They might change their mind. You keep mentioning them.
Yeah.
Real sponsors give people free shit.
Yeah.
We got to hit silver tier for that. We need 50,000 subscribers.
Can't even give us a fucking headset, right? My headset broke. How am I supposed to game and review without a headset? I'm actually using a Razer right now. That
Yeah.
might game me.
Yeah, I lent him my Razer Krakens.
I'm
Just
saying,
pretend they're wireless and clear.
Yeah. I'm just saying, get some Steel Series. Oh.
I'm gonna get them PlayStation Gold. Is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but like if the PlayStation Golds, man, they just the PlayStation setup with the PlayStation, it just sounds so crisp and clean.
I'm afraid to move. I don't
I
want
use
to ask anything.
PlayStation headset on my Xbox.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love the way they sound. I mean,
I don't know. I bass boosted my Siberia 150s so that they kind of vibrate a little bit, like those skull candies. Have you used the skull candy ones in Walmart? that you can feel the bass to like vibrate your teeth out of your skull. You know, if you went to Spencer's and bought the biggest vibrator you could find and then stuck it in your mouth and turned it on.
Oh, it never fails. Shit always goes way inappropriate, way quick.
Off the rails.
Oh man.
Am I looking in the right direction?
Yeah, I mean fairly.
Okay.
You're in the top middle.
You're like a
so
TV behind us. Is what
Yeah.
you're looking like.
It almost looks like there's a monitor on the wall. If you want, so.
All I see is myself, so I'm like, all right. So I look here.
Yeah, no, you're above all of us on the couches.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
cool.
right here. This is the corner.
He can't see you, John.
Well, he will when he watches the thing. I
Yeah,
want a caption. I want a caption above my head.
then he'll know.
Oh, I'm
Like-
doing it. What caption?
Just right, John. I
Yeah.
don't want that spectacular.
Chad'll do it too. That's the best part.
Subscribe right here.
No, right here. You got to do it when I go like this. You got to put it right.
I got you.
Or make a ding noise.
It's gonna.
I'd be
Dang.
so tight.
When he points to the corner.
I'm just gonna dangle my finger.
Yeah.
And then John.
We're just gonna put all kinds of shit up where he dangles his finger. There's gonna be cards popping up on the YouTube video like every 3 seconds.
All right, I think we should ask G some questions that we've asked each other before. Like, what was your favorite cartoon growing up?
Oh man.
Don't ask us because I don't want to change my answer and look like an idiot from the last episode.
Nah, you
Favorite man. There's
Oh yeah.
There's a- let me see. Yeah, I like Beast Wars. I don't know if you guys ever watched Starship Troopers, the series.
I watched
Yeah.
all the movies. Fucking
That was pretty
Starship
good.
Troopers is the shit.
One movie.
But I like. I was a Powerpuff Girls fan, Samurai Jack. Pretty much anything on Cartoon Network after 7:30.
So you weren't hiding outside on the street, right outside the neighbor's window, watching Dragon Ball Z through the window, trying not to get your ass beat?
That was Dre. I never liked Dragon Balls. It was just a bunch of colors and like
45
It didn't make any
minutes of
sense.
Brown Man screaming at each other.
I liked The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest. What else was it? Oh, X-Men.
I'm gonna punch this guy.
Anything on Fox
Take 3
At
episodes.
between 10:30 and 12, and then anything on Cartoon Network after 7:30. That was pretty much my TV dosage.
There you go.
All right, if you could be a superhero, what superhero would you be, or villain?
I used to always like Wolverine, but I think Batman.
Batman.
Yeah.
He just pretty much beat up Superman in the Batman vs Superman movie.
I just watched that yesterday.
Did you like it?
I liked it after the first hour.
I liked it after the credits rolled up.
No. The first half of the movie just seemed like it was just dragging on and on and on. I wanted to see Superman and I wanted to see Batman. I
Yeah.
didn't want to see all
It was-
the shit in between.
It was better than it wasn't, if that makes sense. I think they kind of rushed a lot of the story.
Definitely. They should have
That
had
Doomsday,
more.
Lex Luthor, Donald Trump. They put a lot of characters in the movie. They gave a lot away, and yeah. And I don't think realistically Batman would beat Superman, but
There's the Donald Trump mention.
oh, he paid me. He sponsored me, so I have to give him a shout out every half hour.
Man, I just watched a video that was retarded, but it had like a clip of Donald Trump, and he's like, "Where's my black guy at? There's my one black guy." Is that you? That was you.
I think he's a cool dude.
Oh man.
All right, let's change the topic.
Where's Kyle?
Are you gonna start flexing at the camera too?
So yeah, Batman would be my superhero of choice.
All right, what about superhero power?
I just get one.
No, you
Three.
get three. You get three. You get to pick your three. One of the ones that I was gonna pick and didn't pick. Just because I wanted to stretch my dick out. That's all I wanted to do. So I was gonna be the stretchy guy from Fantastic Four, so I could swing my dick as I walk through the bedroom.
Can I do the silence for Dr. Green?
So what'd you name?
She doesn't
Pinocchio.
watch the episode, so she wouldn't have spotted that.
I think I let her watch that part.
Well, they have Viagra for that.
Extends, motherfucker. You get an email every day about that.
Oh, extends.
Not
Yeah,
for
but
me.
none of that could do what I wanted to do. They were talking about me banging my wife at home while I came to the podcast, which would also be cool.
Yeah, but that'd be all about.
I mean, you'd all see my faces though. Everybody, I'd be like,
oh, face for no reason.
That helps.
But who the fuck is gonna give the shaft some love? That's a lot of shaft to fuck with, okay?
You know,
we'd all be sitting here cool, calm, and collected, and I'd be like, "Whoa, don't put that there."
I might just have to call Peter.
Let's call him Pete on.
Yeah, might have to call Peter. There's an albino garter snake running loose.
You took a wrong turn when you were trying to get your dick home, and you ended up in a sheep.
I might have to call Peter for that one too.
Now Peter likes fucking sheep. That's a stab at Peter. Fuck you, Peter.
Just got straight serious for a minute.
I'm sorry.
No, this dude ain't one of us.
I'm still mad about the dog, dude. I'm still fucked off about the dog. Fuck you, Peter.
He got the dog back.
Anyway, what three superpowers would you pick?
What three? Oh man. I would pick the power like Rogue had, that she can probably take your power. That'd be cool if I could, and then like to morph into anybody and have their power.
That'd be cool.
And then what else would
Like
be useful?
Mystique, kind of.
Yeah, like Mystique. Yep. So kind of like Rogue, Mystique, and then like Deadpool, like you can't die.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a nice combo.
Well, would you rather be Wolverine and not look like a decrepit nutsack? Or
He can
Technically,
morph into anybody.
what? There you go. Never mind. You have that other power, so you don't gotta look like a.
technically,
Yeah, I can look like the dude from Game of Thrones y'all was talking about.
Technically, though, it's Wolverine's regeneration power that's in Deadpool.
Yeah.
So
Fair
it
enough.
depends on if he wants to go by the new movie or the old movie and the comic books.
Yeah.
If he wants to look like an avocado's nutsack, who are you to judge, man?
Right.
I think I picked Rogue's power too, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
I got tired of my power, I'd
You're
be
still
yours.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could go for intelligence, like mine.
Yeah, because you said you were going to wait. Until,
Somebody picked
Ray was
intelligence, right?
invisible and then knock him
I
out
remember
and
that.
stand him by a playground and undress him.
Wait until Dre
Steal
was
his
naked and
invisibility.
invisible, and then take his power, so he's standing there, deck swinging.
Now I got a question. Mike,
With no intelligence.
Mike went for intelligence, right? Does that just bring him up to standard IQ then?
Shots fired. What is it? He's supposed to hit him with something.
J5!
So in the presence of danger, he's going to read a book to the bad guys.
Oh, fuck Christ.
Oh, we're fucking mixtape right now. Fire.
Oh, wow.
All right, when he wins, wants to be a millionaire, we're not going to be laughing at him.
Anybody else got a question for him?
Yeah, how's that picture of us doing on your phone?
Of you guys?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me double check.
We should have all fucking rotated as soon as he took that.
I'm zooming in. It's not bad. It's a nice little pose. I can't really see. There's 6 of you guys.
What?
There's 6 in the
There's
room.
6
No,
of
you
us
can't see
total,
any
but
of
there
us.
should only be 4 of us in screenshot.
My phone makes it look like there's more.
I got this fucking zit that I've been naming.
That might be what it is.
It's not a
If it moves, if your zip moves, I'm calling Peter.
No, it's only if it barks.
Oh my
do,
God.
do the stupid fucking flies that go inside your skin and then pop out every now and then, do those count as PETA coverage?
Yeah, they'll come and snatch that off.
What kind of fucking fly is that?
Botfly.
Botfly.
Yep.
I'm a botfly.
They like their botflies.
Yeah.
Those things are fucking freaky.
John's got a fucking pet botfly now.
I call him Steve.
Steve.
I got a question, bro.
Okay.
Since you know me well, do you have
Oh,
any
good.
funny stories?
He has this birthmark.
Yeah, birthmark. Dre is his birthmark.
Yeah, you know what? It has been a couple episodes since we've had a funny story told on the show.
Yeah.
Why don't we G, think of
Yeah.
your funniest story and hit us with it.
Okay, I have to share this one.
Look, he
This
has to
story
get ready.
involves Dre and my oldest brother. I think I'm gonna let him think back on this one. So one day, my oldest brother decides to wake Dre up. Now we're brothers, so we do stuff like put salt in each other's food, extra salt when you're not looking, that type of thing. And this time, my brother decided I'm gonna wake Dre up by farting on him. But in an older brother fashion, he pulls his pants down completely, shakes Dre to wake him up, and as soon as Dre wakes up, all he sees is brown cheeks, and he's greeted with. So I don't know what Dre's breath smelled like, but it was coupled at that moment in time. I don't know if he tasted whatever my brother had for breakfast. But that was one of the most funniest inspirational moments.
And you know when you wake up, when somebody shakes you awake, you take that big breath. So you got a big gasp of ass.
Yeah. Dre definitely inhaled, but he was trying to figure out what he was staring at. Because since we were kids, he's never seen that up close in person.
Were you smacking your lips after this? Damn, you have waffles?
Dre, did you ever tell the chainsaw story?
No, I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, now we gotta hear it. Now we
Yeah,
gotta hear it.
go ahead.
We gotta roll with it.
I think this is Halloween, right? There was one Halloween, Dre slept in the attic, and he had a walk-in closet. And so I took my dad's chainsaw and hid in the closet and waited for him to come up the steps. So he's rummaging around in his room, and then he gets to the closet, and before he opens it, I kick it open with the chainsaw. And then I yell out, "Merry Christmas, punk!" And he took off. He cleared a whole flight of steps, ran out front. And my mom's like, "What are you doing?" And he couldn't talk. But I think it was the day before we either saw a movie with a chainsaw or we went to Field of Screams, something like that.
Yeah, it was
But-
Screams.
And all I could remember, it was funny, but all I could remember was I hope he does not get me back because that's terrifying. Like I would hate for someone to do that to me. So
So I'm gonna go ahead and do it to him.
I could only imagine.
He's not lying. I cleared those steps. I didn't hit a single step.
Yeah, he didn't touch a step.
I just want to know, when did the turds roll out of your pants? Was it on the way down, like when you?
See,
jumped down the
my mom set me up because they were all in it, and I was at my girlfriend's house, and she calls me and she was like, "Dre, you need to come back home. You left the attic light on." And I was like, "No, I didn't." You know, because we had this rule: if you leave the house, you gotta shut the lights off. And she was like, "No, seriously, you left the lights on. You need to get back here now and turn them off. I ain't playing around." And you know, you don't want to disrespect.
You don't want to get your ass beat.
Because she don't play. She's from the hood. She punch you in your face. So I get back home, and just something didn't feel right. I was like, "There's something wrong," you know. But I go upstairs anyway, and I go to shut off the light. And right when I went to go hit the switch, G kicks the door open, started up the chainsaw. I didn't even look to see who it was. I just heard the chainsaw rev up. I was ghost.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Did Dre tell you about his blood giving incident?
I never knew he gave blood.
Oh, when I passed out.
Yeah. Did you tell him about
That
that?
was episode
What-
2. We
was it on purpose or accidental?
No,
He had to get blood taken. He wasn't actually.
Oh, okay. I thought he was donating blood to something.
Now, see, I
Peter.
would understand him doing what he did if he was giving blood, but it was just like a vial. And this dude lost his shit, passed out.
It's just
Yeah.
a power nap.
What made you pass out? Was it they took too much, or you don't like seeing your blood?
I had
Coming out of
I
body.
had no problems with blood. It wasn't even that. And it was kind of funny because the nurse was like, "Yeah, we have people in here that they can't stand the sight of their own blood and this and that, and they freak out or they pass out." I said, when people give me shots, I always look directly at the needle as it's going into the skin. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can handle that. But we talked about it in episode 2. You know, I wasn't feeling good for like the past couple of days.
And he hadn't slept, and he was busting his ass at work.
Yeah, it was just
it was
just a whole lot.
So he just needed that power nap.
Yeah.
Bang.
Sugar was low, fucking everything tied into it.
Yeah, I was just sitting there, and the lady, she went to go take my blood, and she missed the vein, and she was like, "Oops, I missed your vein." And I was like, you know, what is that supposed to mean? Am I going to die or something?
So that just means she gotta stab you like 8 more times.
Oh, fuck that. At our fucking hospital, when they miss the vein, they just
Take it right.
fucking
They do. They don't even
kick
take it back.
around
They
to
just
find
dig
the
it.
motherfucker.
They leave the needle in.
Yeah.
They don't even
They
take the
twist
needle
it
out.
until they find the fucking vein.
I had a pop vein before they popped one. That hurt.
Yeah.
She was trying to find the vein, and it didn't take, and so she like leaned in for more pressure, and the vein popped. And I was like, "What?" Yeah. She apologized, and I'm like, "What will that do?" And she's like, "It doesn't do it. It'll heal on its own."
It hurt like a motherfucker, but
So
it
now I have 3 arms.
Now you gotta get the younger chick.
Yeah, I was
The
just
younger
gonna fucking
chicks.
say that. I had an old lady when I went in there and had bunch done, and she just fucking jab, 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 jab.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta get the younger ladies, man, they're fucking in and out. They hit that vein almost every time I've got it done, hit it perfectly. But them
Yeah.
old
Older
ladies,
ones
man,
always
they
mess
will.
up.
You walk out there looking like a heroin junkie. You got fucking both arms dug out. And for some reason, all these stupid bitches up here at fucking our hospital, I got a fucking tattoo right across the vein where they tape. But this one over here is perfectly clear, but yet they gotta try. They gotta try to go through the tattoo to find the fucking vein, even though I can go like this and you can see it clean to my fucking fingertips.
Yeah.
Here, they just gotta They gotta dig around my tattoo. They have to do it.
Wow.
Sounds like
You should
they
get-
do that on purpose.
Like, look at that shit, dude. It's all fucking scarred up from that shit.
Yeah.
You should get a tattoo of veins.
Fucking outline your veins.
Stick here, just a big old fucking
Yeah.
arrow.
This isn't working.
Hit the bullseye.
I'd tell the story about me pissing in the fridge, but we don't got time.
Oh, we got lots of time.
I remember.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes, bro.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy.
No, that's all you.
So you can save some fun stories.
I remember a sad time with G. We had went to the mall, and we was playing. We was in the arcade, and we was playing Tekken. And G spent like half his paycheck. This is when we had PS1. He spent like half his paycheck on a bunch of PS1 games, and I'm talking like a big old bag. Like we just scooping everything up. We started playing Tekken, and he sat the bag down, and we was getting into it. Someone walks behind us and scooped the bag up and kept it moving. We turned around, all the games were gone.
I told you, Jay, that little midget guy looks suspicious.
Yeah. But, you know, Tekken was
Yeah,
popping at the time. We was just into it, and then...
See, if you would have just bought Tekken for the fucking PlayStation, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
If I would have dressed up like a Tekken character, he wouldn't have messed with us. Like, they're crazy. I mess with them.
I'm trying to remember what games we scooped up that day. Do you remember any of the games?
It was probably whatever. I think whatever was out at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, because of the kids, I usually, no matter what I want to get, I usually end up getting something that they can play too.
Right.
You know, like Grand Theft Auto, stuff like that.
You gotta give them good morals. Like, after you're with the hooker, you gotta fucking kill her and take your money back.
They'll probably be way better at it than me anyway.
Well, now which part? Fucking the hooker or killing her?
Now, what about this pissing off the bridge shit?
Pissing in the fridge.
Oh, in the fridge.
Yeah.
I thought
Alright.
it said bridge.
All right, I'll tell it. So a couple years ago, me and Chad here were drinking with our ladies at the time, and we went for a good 2 hours or so drinking.
I don't know.
And at this point, Chad's like belligerently drunk. Like me, Heather, and my girlfriend at the time, Steph, we're all talking and, you know, just jibber jabbering back and forth, and we're all trying to play a game of life, right?
Yeah.
And it went around once, and then it never made it back to Chad. And like they were talking amongst themselves, and I was kind of jumping in where I could, and so on and so forth. And Chad got pissed off, thought we skipped him a couple times, turned around, bashed the board off the table, got up and went into the bedroom. Like an hour later, we thought, you know, he was down for the night. But like an hour later, he just opens the bedroom door and walks back out, walks right past all of us. And at this point, one of our other friends had showed up. Walks past all of us and out into his kitchen. And like, I'm the only one sitting with a clear view to the kitchen. I watch him walk up and open the fridge, pull out the bottle of orange juice that he was using to make screwdrivers, and he's just standing there holding it. And I can't really see what's going on, but he's just standing there holding this jug of orange juice. And all of a sudden, I hear something that sounds like water running. I'm like, what the fuck? And the entire time, I've got Heather and Steph like standing over my shoulder going, what's he doing? What's he doing?
Yeah.
And I just kept going, hold on. And I just stopped and I went, I think he's pissing in the fridge. So Heather and Steph jump up and run out into the kitchen. And here, sure as shit, he was pissing in the fridge. But by the time they made it back out there, he had put the orange juice back in the fridge, closed the door, and moved over to the counter. So Heather gets out there, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's rummaging around his shit on the counter, and he rips the can opener out of the wall, hands it to her, pats her on the shoulder, and says, "There you go." And then he turned and stumbled back down the hallway, back into his bedroom, and passed back out.
So what were you lacing with the fucking?
So
You don't want to know.
the next day, we tell him about this. And it was like, what, 3 days? He didn't fucking believe us. He just kept going, no, I didn't fucking do that.
You should have just poured him a glass of orange juice
The thing is, that
and then told him the story.
Yeah, no, the orange
Now
juice
you
was the only
remember.
thing that was safe from the piss,
yeah,
man.
everything else was covered in piss.
You would have had a nice cup of orange juice in the morning.
Oh, God. Some of the stories we have about our past, we're going to have to start pitching one out every episode.
Moral of the story is, don't take an hour and a half to go around 2 fucking people for eternal life, okay?
Right? Life's too short.
Exactly. I don't play no fucking games.
That game takes forever, though.
Yeah.
But, let's see here. What are we at? What? About 5
What are you guys doing for the holiday?
Playing video games.
Yeah, playing video games.
I'm going to the in-laws.
Yeah.
I'm going to my
Yeah,
friend's crib.
Where you going, Dre?
To my friend's crib.
Okay. Y'all having a barbecue?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to work, so.
We have to work that night.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
working MSD all weekend and then back to actual work during the week.
Where he does less work.
I bust my balls on this channel.
That's what I'm saying. You do less work at Paris than you do.
Oh, so he was giving me credit.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't spend like an hour yesterday editing all the details in all the videos and adding all the links, but you know.
Hey, whatever.
I think y'all streaming is awesome, man. Like, I've been watching the past couple times here.
We're trying, putting in like 8 to fucking 14 hours.
Speaking of which, as of today, we are officially at 23 subs. So that's pretty freaking phenomenal because I woke up this morning, we were at 19.
Yeah.
I started streaming some Black Ops and some Destiny, and we got subs just rolling in.
People were laughing so hard at his fucking KD that they couldn't help but press that sub button.
You want to pass that ashtray down this way, Joe?
They're just like, I want to watch this motherfucker get his ass beat some more.
Did he tell you what happened? He was streaming this morning on Destiny.
Oh, yeah. I was
And
like,
he's streaming. He's like, "Oh, I got 4 viewers." And I sent him a message. I was like, "It's probably just us watching."
Every fucking time I stream and it's like 3 or 4 people, I'm like, fuck. It's like me watching it, Mike watching it, and some other people that always fucking
Because-
watch it.
I get a notification on my phone. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I click on it, and it's him playing Destiny. And he's like, "Wow, we got 4 people watching already." And I had to message him and be like, "It's probably just us."
That's how it was for me when I first had Twitter. I was tweeting myself and thought someone was responding to me. I'm like, I got somebody following already. I don't know why they're saying the same things I'm saying, but
We do have a couple people that actually jump in all the time.
yeah, we've got a couple regular visitors to the stream now.
That
so
are people
that's,
that we don't know.
that's pretty fantastic.
I had
yeah,
I had
that's
fucking-
good.
Speaking of Twitter, I didn't add him, didn't send a request, nothing. I was just on my Twitter one day and I get this request. I look it up. And Corey Taylor sent me a friend request on Twitter.
Huh.
He deleted me like 5 hours later, but I was like, holy shit. Then he's like, I don't fucking know this dude.
Fuck this guy.
That's a true story, though.
Who's Corey Taylor?
He's the lead singer of Slipknot.
Oh. And he unfriended you or something?
Yeah,
You untweeted?
yeah, he unfriended me. But
That's not nice.
it was nice while it lasted because, I mean, he picked my name out of a fucking billion. It was like, oh, I know this dude. And then he's like, no, I don't know this dude.
Fuck this guy. Peace.
Because I didn't even have Slipknot or nothing on my Twitter, so he didn't get it from there, and I didn't send him a request or anything like that. He must have just been on something, ended up seeing my shit, and
I had Steve Bloom.
he's
message
like,
me
fuck
one
this
time.
dude, like 5 hours later.
From her, she fucking said something to Steve Bloom, and he gave me a shout out on Twitter one time. Which, if you don't know who Steve Bloom is, he does like every fucking anime voice ever, like Full Metal Alchemist.
Cowboy Bebop.
Is he in Full Metal? I don't know if he's in Full Metal at all. Spike from Cowboy Bebop. He does fucking Mason from Call of Duty. He does Tank Dempsey from Zombies. And then fucking Mayhem Miller from MMA fucking
Yeah,
sent me a message one time.
Jason Miller.
Yep. And then Dominic Monaghan retweeted something for her one time. It's pretty cool. If you blow him up enough. You know.
Actually, I only messaged Dominic Monaghan, I think, once. And it was a link for my nephew who was sick to help with, medical bills and stuff. And he shared it to his page.
Did he respond? He responded.
No,
Yeah,
He
he
shared
shared.
it. He shared it on his
Yeah.
page, on his Twitter.
He's
She
a big
posted
shared
something for
advocate.
somebody, and he
And he
shared
shared
it.
it.
He's
That's
a big
pretty dope.
advocate for like children's cancer and shit. So that's what she was sharing for. Can't remember what it's called.
What?
The brain tumor he had.
DIPG.
How about you, Dre?
What's that?
What celebrity hit you up recently?
You blow up enough famous people to get recognition? No? You don't play that game?
Nah. I don't dabble into that kind of stuff.
He's on the down low for now.
I mean, unless you hit me up on Battlefront, then that's a different story.
But all right, I think that's about all the time we got for this week's episode. We're running on an hour. I think we might actually be at a couple minutes over. So
Thanks for hanging with us, G.
yeah,
Hey, thanks.
absolutely.
Hey, guys.
Thanks,
That was. I'll be back again.
Thanks to G Reason here for being our biggest supporter, our biggest fan,
Yeah.
hanging out with us.
Right here.
Yeah, right there.
All I want to say is Kate Beckinsale, give me a call.
Another caption, John.
He's doing the second one.
God damn it.
Sorry.
You know how hard it's going to be to pinpoint these marks?
Nope.
It's-
Easy
He
peasy.
sounds like he knows what he's doing. So.
I got this. This shit on point.
But all right, that's all we got for today.
Thank
Have
you,
a good one,
fellas.
Guys.
Peace. Later.
Peace.
See ya.